最初はただの体験のはずでした。ところがこの後、海外の人たちの表情が一変する展開になります。音符の船台は絶景の無加工ブルーに迫ります。
Tokushiki Island. Step 1 is to book the first morning ferry from Tamari Port in Naha. You can buy tickets in person or book seats online. Super important tip, make sure you have yen on hand. Everything in Tokushiki is cash only. You can hit the ATM in the Lawson that is directly inside of the terminal. Tickets for around $35 for round trip, and the boat ride is 70 minutes. When you dock, a bus will be waiting. It's 800 yen round trip, and it drops you right off at Arahan Beach. When I tell you, this is the most beautiful ocean I have ever seen. There are 0 edits to this video. It is that color, that vibrant, like true Gatorade water. Insane visibility, crystal clear, and the sand feels like velvet. Make sure to walk 5 minutes from the beach to Arahan Observation Tower. This is the iconic view of Arahan Beach, and it is stunning. There are a handful of cute beach cafes to eat at. I recommend eating first thing when you get here because lines do get longer and it'll just take up all your time. The snorkeling at Arahan Beach is not that impressive, but I do have a secret spot that we were able to see amazing reef and sea turtles, so let me know if you guys are interested. Then make sure you catch the bus back to the ferry. We actually missed the bus, but we did get a taxi. It was very cheap. Make sure to save this guide and follow for more Okinawa and Japan travel tips.
治安の良さと格安の宿に外国人が大衝撃。
Prefettura di Okinawa. Secondo me è una meta ancora molto sottovalutata che però merita molto di più, anche perché come tutto il Giappone è incredibilmente sicura. Cioè io ho lasciato le mie cose sulla spiaggia laggiù, non so se vi rendete conto, cioè in Italia sicuramente sarebbero già sparite. Il periodo migliore per venirci è la primavera, ma va bene anche l'estate, in particolare adesso è marzo, come vedete ci sono 25 gradi, si possono fare tantissime cose come per esempio diving, snorkeling, trekking, ma anche rilassarsi sulla spiaggia. Il volo ovviamente può essere costoso perché siamo dall'altra parte del mondo, ma alloggiare qui non lo è particolarmente, anzi sì, ci sono dei resort di lusso eccetera, ma io sto alloggiando per esempio in un appartamento che ho pagato 60 euro a notte e questo è il periodo perfetto. Che dici, ti piacerebbe venire qui?
そして別の映像でも思わぬ反応が起きていました。
Swimming with a sea turtle was one of the most mesmerizing moments of my life. I even saw some little Nemo fish hiding in their coral. I dove down a little deeper and saw the most beautiful, bright blue starfish. There was this one fish that was so curious about humans, he kept following me around. Look how cute he is. Everywhere I looked, there were so many colorful tropical fish. It was a snorkeler's dream come true. If you ever plan to come snorkeling in Okinawa, please be mindful about not touching the coral. You're home to so many of the beautiful fish and sea creatures that make this place so special. This was truly one of the most unforgettable experiences of my life, and I'll be dreaming about these waters for a long time.
白髪で楽しむ江ノ島の隠れ家へ。
ပြီးတော့ကမ်းခြေကို day trip သွားခဲ့တဲ့ blog လေးပါဆိုတော့တုံနဲ့အတူတူလိုက်ခဲ့ပေးကြအောင်နော်အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါတုံမနက်9နာရီသွားဖို့ချိန်ထားပြီမဲ့လေ9နာရီမှအိပ်ရထားဆိုတော့အရန်နောက်ကျနေပြီဘိုက်တရတဲ့စာအလှလေးလေးချပြင်ရသေးရဲ့တုံးတငယ်ချင်းအောင်ထိုင်ဆောင်နေရပါတော့အဲ့တော့ outfit ကလေတကူလုံးအယောင်နူလေးပဲဝတ်သွားတယ်တော့တုံသွားမဲ့ကမ်းခြေကတော့အန်ဒိုရှီမာကျွန်းပေါ်မှာရှိတဲ့ခါတာဆဲဟီကာရှီဟာမာကမ်းခြေတိုကျိုကနေပြီးတော့လေရထားနဲ့ဆိုရင်2နာရီလောက်တော့သွားရတယ်ပေါ့နော်လမ်းမှာတုံလို့လေဒီဟိုဘက်ဒီဘက်မှာစီးမိလို့တော်ကြာသွားသေးတယ်တုံလို့ကစားတော့ပြန်ထွက်လာတာဆိုတော့လေဒီကိုရိုက်တာပဲ2နာရီခွဲလောက်ဖြစ်နေပြီဓာတ်ပုံရိုက်ချင်လို့တခုလေးနဲ့ကွာဒေးထွေသွားကြအောင်ဆိုပြီးတော့ဒီကိုလာဖြစ်သွားကျွန်တော်လေလိုချင်တဲ့တပ်ပုံရတော့လေတငယ်ချင်းနဲ့ဘလို့ရောက်ပြောနေလဲဆိုတာမေးပြီးကွာဒီလားပုံတွေကလေရာဒီဦးတူကဒီအုံမိုင်းမိုင်းလေးနဲ့တကယ်လိုချင်တဲ့ပုံကကွက်တီကိုထွက်လာတုံးလို့ရခဲ့တဲ့ပုံတွေကလည်းအရန်မိုက်တယ်တုံး Instagram မှာ TikTok မှာ Facebook မှာတင်ထားခဲ့ပေါ့နော်တုံးတော့ကလေကမ်းခြေလာရေကူးဖို့အစီအစဉ်မရှိဘူးပေါ့နော်ခြေထောက်ဆက်ယုံလေးတော့ဝင်ဖြစ်တယ်ဒီ wind surfing တွေစီးရပတ်မို့လားမသိဘူးလှိုင်းနေရောလေရောတအားကြမ်းကြက်ပဲပြီးတော့တုံးလို့သွားတဲ့အချိန်ကလည်းစိုးတာဆိုတော့ဒီအချိန်ကလေကမ်းခြေရသည်မဟုတ်သေးတော့လူတွေသိမရှိတော့ပုံရိုက်လို့ကောင်းဆိုတော့အခုချိန်ထိတုံးရထားက2000လွယ်ပြီးတော့ပတ်စံတပြားမှမကုန်သေးဘူးပေါ့နော်ရာဒီယိုတူကတာယာနေကြလို့ရှင်လေဒီအန်ဒိုရှီမာနေပြီးတော့ Fuji ဆန်ယူလည်းတခြားမြင်ရပါတယ်တုံတော့လေပုံတွေအဝါရိုက်ပြီးတော့ပေါ့နော်ဒီကမ်းခြေမှာပုံတွေအဝါရိုက်ခဲ့ပြီးတော့တခုစားဖို့ဆိုပြီးတော့ကျွန်းမော်ရောက်လာတာပါဆိုတော့ကမ်းခြေသွားမယ်ဆိုကြလို့ရှင်ဘယ်ကမ်းခြေဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဆာရှိမီတော့ဖြစ်မနေဝင်စားခဲ့ပေါ့ ကျွန်တော်တုံဒီမှာဆာရှိမိစားတာ3000ကျော်လောက်ကုန်ခဲ့ရပေါ့နော်တုံတို့ကကျွန်းပေါ်တက်ဖို့ plan မရှိဘူးပေါ့နော်တုံတို့ဒီကိုကမ်းခြေမှာလာမယ်ပြီးရင်ဘီကနီဝတ်ပြီးတက်ပုံရိုက်ပြီးတော့တခုစားပြီးပြန်ဖို့ပဲအစီအစဉ်ရှိတာနေရမ်းမပူပဲနဲ့လေကအရန်တိုက်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တော်တော်လေးပျော်ခဲ့ရတယ်ကွာဒီလား vibe ကလေday trip ဆိုတော့ကွာလုံးဝမတူဘူး vibe ကတော်တော်ပျော်ဖို့ကောင်းတယ်ပြီးတော့တုံးလို့ပေါ့နော်အန်နိုရှိမာစပါအိုင်စလန်ထဲမှာရေခဲမဝယ်စားကြမယ်ဆိုပြီးတော့လာရင်းနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဆိုင်ရပိတ်ထားတာနဲ့ဒီဟိုတယ်စပါအပေါ်မှာရှိတဲ့ Iceland Grey Restaurant ကိုမစီစဉ်ထားဘဲနဲ့ရောက်သွားတာအရန်မိုက်တဲ့ကမ်းခြေ view ကြီးနဲ့ကွာဒီလောက် 4 star အဆင့်ရှိတဲ့စားတောက်ဆိုင်မှာတုံးတို့ပီဇာလေးစားပြီး orange juice လေးတောက်ရင်းနဲ့ချေးခဲ့ပေါ့နော်မစီစဉ်ထားဘဲနဲ့ရောက်လာတာလေပို့ပြီးတော့ပနန်တင်သွားရကွာမဟုတ်ခဲ့လို့ရှင်လေဒီလို hiding place မျိုးရှိရဆိုတာသိခဲ့မှာမဟုတ်ကျွန်တော်တုံးဒီမှာ2000ကျော်လောက်ပဲကုန်ခဲ့ရပေါ့နော်အပြန်ရေဘူးနဲ့တောက်စီရလေးဝယ်တောက်ရင်းနဲ့ဒီခီစုပေါင်းတိုတယ်8000ကျော်လောက်ပဲကုန်ခဲ့ပါတယ်ခီးသွားခြင်းနဲ့ဘတ်ဂျက်မရှိဘူးဆိုတာတွေကလေ reason တွေပေါ့နော်တုံးထက်ကိုပိုပြီးချွေတာပြီးတော့ခရီးသွားမယ်ဆိုကြလို့ရှင်ဘယ်နေရာမှာဆိုတွက်ချက်ပြီးသွားလို့ရပါတယ်ဆိုတော့ဗီဒီယိုအဆုံးထိကြည့်ပေးကြလို့ကျေးဇူးပါနောက်ဗီဒီယိုမှာပြန်တွေ့ကြမယ်နော်
サメより怖い沖縄の海で驚きの遭遇
Cutest sights there is, a tomato clownfish tucked in a bubble tip anemone. Fun fact, clownfish actually spend their whole life in the same anemone, so I love getting familiar with the dive site and stopping by to say hey. But then this. I almost didn't catch it. Do you see that? That's an octopus out in the open. Watch how it changes colors from pale white to dark red, then flashes those white spots across its skin. I felt like I won the lottery getting this on camera. They can change colors in seconds to hide, warn, or even communicate. And then like liquid, it melts into a crack way too small for its body. We'll check back on him at the end. Next up, this absolute stunner. A filefish with electric blue markings. These guys are usually really good at hiding, but when they flash these colors, it's impossible to miss. Then a pair of these striking lionfish. Beautiful, but definitely venomous, so I do keep my distance. And then I saw him. The one creature that makes me nervous on dives, the triggerfish. If you know, you know, because these guys will charge right at you to defend their turf. Hence why I filmed this video at a considerable distance. I had to go check back in on my octopus, and he was tucked in even further into the crack and still flashing colors. So impressive, so mesmerizing. I could sit here and watch him for hours. But I'll just see what I find in my next dive in Japan.
Is Okinawa warm in January? My name is Naomi and I'm Uchinanshu American and I spent my Christmas and New Year's with my family in Okinawa. And to answer my first question, it's yes and no. Even though Okinawa is a subtropical island, it still gets cold and especially near the beach or when it's windy and cloudy, you need to bundle up. But then during the daytime, if it's really sunny, it feels perfect to wear shorts and a t-shirt and maybe swim in the ocean in a bathing suit. But for the most part, it's not like your typical tropical island weather. And don't get me started on their summers. They are something.
東京からすぐ秘密の洞窟と絶景の海へ
Tokyo. This beach, known for snorkeling, is less than 2 hours away from Tokyo and also has free parking. There's not that many people even on the weekends, and after walking for a few minutes by the beach, you can either enter the island or go around the island. We decided to walk through a small path and the view at the end was amazing. We even got a tiny private beach because most of the snorkelers were at the other side, and the water was so much more clear than the other beaches in Tokyo. And we even saw small little fishes. But hold up, this isn't it. After walking through the path, it leads to another small path, and at the end of it, an amazing small cave. Apparently the sunset from the cave is amazing, but we have to get going. The whole little island was so peaceful and it was the perfect getaway from all the chaos of Tokyo. 10 out of 10 would recommend you to go there. Okinoshima Beach in Chiba. Highly recommend this place if you're a little bit tired of all the hustle and bustle in Tokyo. Hope this helped.
ここからはまた少し違う反応が見えてきます
From Naha Ferryport, got the 10 o'clock ferry. It was the slower one because the 9 o'clock speed one was sold out. Cost about £20 return, so super cheap. When I got there, I got the bus, waited around for the bus for a hot minute actually, it was really busy. I got the bus to Aharon Beach, I think that's how you say it, not too sure. Beach was stunning, really similar to Samami, I'd say like copy and paste if I'm honest. The only thing is Tokushiki I'd say has a little bit more on the island, especially when it comes to food and drink. There was this little beach bar open which had lots of food, lots of drink. I got myself a Corona and then got the ferry back at about 5 o'clock. That was the last one that went back to Naha. And then went back and got Gaigatsu Motomura and it was so good. I loved it. And then I finished my night off at Makishi Fish Market. Bye!
If you're in Okinawa, you have to check out Araha Beach in Chitan. It's super cute, with white sand, clean beach, with many restaurants and even a giant pirate ship playground. You can rent umbrellas for the entire day, relax, and watch American fighter jets fly right over you while you swim. Talk about a beach day with a show. Thank you for watching.
予約必須？船旅の先に待つ透明度抜群の海へ。
I've always wanted to take a ferry to a little remote island on an island in a big island. Like Japan is an island and I'm literally going to an island within an island. Okay, anyways, back to the plot. We initially got snacks at Family Mart for the little ferry ride. Made a reservation online to purchase tickets, thankfully, because so many people showed up without reservations and literally didn't get seats. I was like, that's awkward. Not only do you need to make a reservation to get tickets, but it's also first come, first serve basis when it comes to seating. Some people literally had to sit outside the entire time and it was butt freaking scorching hot and I felt so... Anyways, in this boat literally had 3 stories. I was just wandering around the whole time. It was only 70 minutes though, so pretty fast, pretty good if you get motion sickness like I do. Then we arrived to the island and oh my freaking god, guys. The water was so freaking clear. It was beautiful. And then we went to Aharon Beach, I believe it's called, and oh my gosh, the water was so pretty. And this beach I feel like isn't that popular of a tourist destination, so it was actually really not crowded at all and it was beautiful.
息を飲む楽園の絶景と極上の夕日に大興奮。
El concept de la mala, así que pasamos al 7-Eleven por una cerveza. Y caminamos hacia el ferry porque hoy vamos a Samami Island. Pero antes te explico. Aquí está Japón y Okinawa es esta islita. Aquí está Naha, su capital, que es de donde salen todos los ferries hacia las islas, que las principales de las que fuimos es Samami y Tokashiki. Te recomiendo que compres los tickets del ferry en la página web porque se agotan. Y compra el ferry más rápido, que es el Queen Samami, para que estés más tiempo en la isla. No alcanzamos boletos para el más rápido y nos fuimos en el que se hace 2 horas, pero las vistas están padrísimas. Y llegamos. Para llegar a la playa cruzas la calle del ferry y aquí compras el boleto de autobús de ida y vuelta, si no, no vas a tener cómo regresar. 10 minutos después y llegas al paraíso. Parece Photoshop. Aparte nos tocó casi vacío. Esta playa es famosa para hacer snorkel, puedes ver peces de colores, corales y tortugas y el color del agua es impresionante. Hay 2 playas en la isla. Nosotros venimos a Furu Samami Beach. Estuvimos solo 2 horas en la isla por el tema del ferry, pero intentamos aprovecharlas al máximo. Samami Island es de esos lugares que te hacen querer pausar todo. Fun fact, esta islita solamente tiene 600 habitantes. En lo que esperamos el autobusito nos comimos un exando y nos fuimos al ferry de regreso. 2 horas de camino y regresamos a Naha. Pedimos Uber para ir a American Village, que es una zona súper popular. Es básicamente un pueblito costero. Todo está lleno de colores, tiendas, restaurantes, etc. Y justo al final está el muelle. Todo tiene una vibra súper relajada, como de playa californiana pero con ese toque japonés. Todo es ordenado, limpio, tranquilo. Todos vienen aquí a ver el atardecer. Comimos en este restaurante porque se nos antojó algo italiano y todo estuvo wow. Caminando nos topamos con un violinista y lo vimos hasta el anochecer. Fue uno de esos momentos que te hacen detenerte y disfrutar. De noche se ve precioso, el ambiente es súper romántico, tranquilo, lleno de lucecitas, todo parece Navidad. Quedé enamorada de este lugar y eso fue todo por hoy. Bye!
I think I found the best beach in Japan. Oh my god.
透明度抜群、ウミガメと出会う離島旅。
We took our family to Zamami Island and it was their favorite part of their entire vacation, no joke. It is just so beautiful. It's known for spotting turtles, crystal blue waters, and it still feels like a hidden gem. And yes, you definitely can do it as a day trip because honestly, there aren't that many hotel options and they're pretty pricey. Some people say that a day trip doesn't work because of the ferry schedule, but I'm here to tell you that we did it. It was amazing, but here is the key. There is a regular ferry and there is a high-speed ferry. You absolutely must book the high-speed ferry. If the high-speed ferry is booked out, don't do it. You won't have enough time on the island to make it worth it. You can reserve your tickets in advance on the website, and this gives you 5 hours of actual time on island, which for us was the perfect amount. One of the most fun things we did was just rent a bike and bike around the island. The scenery is insane. There are a bunch of local bike shops, but this is the one that we used, which is right by the port, so super easy to get to. Very cheap, just make sure you bring some coins. Alma Beach is where you are most likely to see turtles, especially earlier in the day. We weren't lucky this time, but that is the spot. After that, make sure you check out Furu Zamami Beach. My husband and I are huge divers, and this spot is fantastic for snorkeling. We brought our fins, but you can rent stuff there. There's also plenty of cute little restaurants and places to grab a bite before you head back on the ferry, so make sure to save this for your Zamami trip.
In Japan, each person say, don't push me twice, and you have to push him at the 3rd time, okay? So we say, don't push me, and they have to go.
ウミガメと大接近。美しすぎる 沖縄の海の魅力とは？
Honestly, one of the best days of my life. Out of our whole 6-day trip, today was predicted to be the best weather, sunshine all day. So we headed down to Furazamimi Beach bright and early and hired some sun lounges for the day. But I did swiftly ditch my friend because I had booked onto a stand-up paddleboard and snorkeling tour. I booked this tour through a company on Instagram. It costs about £38 for a 3-hour session. I believe they run the trip twice a day, so if you're just visiting Zamimi Island for the day, you could still squeeze this in because, oh my god, it was amazing. The colour of the water was insane, just so blue. It was a little bit windy today, but the paddleboarding was honestly so easy. It was so relaxing. I absolutely loved this. Now, they gave you a little dry bag so I could put my phone inside to take some pictures, but the guide actually took so many photos and videos of me, and I paid an extra price to have drone footage. It was about £38, but so worth it. Look at the footage he got of me. We paddled over to a nearby cove because then it was time to go snorkeling. Now, they did offer me a wetsuit because the water was pretty cold, but I wanted to look cute and I kind of regretted it because I did get pretty freezing cold after about half an hour of swimming. I was literally about to turn back to the shore, but they shouted out turtle, so I quickly swam back. Oh my god, we saw the cutest tiny little turtle. We were swimming along with it for ages, and again the guide got this sick video of me swimming alongside the turtle. It was just insane. We also saw lots of other colourful fish and coral before it was time to paddle back to the beach. I honestly can't recommend that tour enough. I met up with my friend again on Furazamimi Beach, and I actually can't get over this beach. It's probably one of the most stunning beaches I've ever been to in my life. The water is so blue and the beach was practically empty. It was just pure paradise. There was 2 options for lunch near this beach, so I opted for chicken rice, which was so delicious, before taking in my final couple hours on the beach. I honestly don't want to leave Okinawa. It's been absolutely incredible. In the evening, with the same company as the paddleboarding, we booked a sunset Sabani tour. Sabani boats are traditional sailing boats in Okinawa that go back hundreds of years. They have no engine, they're powered by a sail and paddles. Not gonna lie, I don't think we really helped out that much, but this was such a fun experience. It cost £38 and we had a private tour. Again, they took loads of photos and videos of us. We watched a beautiful sunset from the water and it was just the most wholesome way to end our time in Okinawa. For dinner, we headed to this really cute outdoor spot called Gypsy Court, which actually do Mexican food, so we enjoyed some tacos and quesadillas and a beer, of course. I've had the absolute best time in Okinawa. Make sure to add this to your Japan itinerary and let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all about my time here.
外国人が驚いた沖縄の2つ星絶景ビーチとは？
In Japan, I'm currently in the beautiful Okinawa, which is a group of 150 islands 2 hours away from mainland Japan. I actually can't get over how beautiful it is here. The colour of the water is insane. Just look at that. Would you believe me if I told you I was in Japan right now? I'm currently on Furazamimi Beach on Zamimi Island, and this is a Michelin rated beach, which I never knew existed before coming here, but you can get a total of 3 ratings, and this is 2 out of 3. That's what it said in the guidebook anyway, and it's honestly beautiful. Now, we've spent 3 nights here, but in total we spent 6 nights in Okinawa and get around all the islands by using ferries. Today I actually went on a stand-up paddleboard and snorkeling tour, literally around these waters. It was just so beautiful. We saw turtles, we saw coral and fish. It's also a really popular spot for diving, and if you're in the right season you can go humpback whale watching, which looks incredible. It's currently mid-April, it's about 24 degrees. It's the perfect temperature. There is quite limited restaurants, but we've still found places to eat. It's a little bit more expensive than mainland Japan because you are on an island, but still super affordable. And hotels are cost from £75 a night. If you are planning a trip to Japan, Okinawa has to be on your itinerary. I don't know why more people aren't visiting here. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about these islands and this beautiful part in the world, so make sure you're following along and comment down below any questions you might have, and make sure you come to visit Okinawa.
次の映像では別の角度から日本の魅力が伝わってきます。
To run, and I was not expecting the ferry ride to be this serious, but let me tell you, the water definitely gave.
All hands.
I had to step to the side and put my hands above my head before getting on the bus. But being able to experience this beach in person was so worth it. Words can't even describe. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna just shut up and let y'all enjoy the rest of this clip.
Hoist the colors high.
絶景の海中道路を渡り 隠れた島へ向かいます。
That does not mean it's going to rain every single day. We still get beautiful sunny days like this here and there, and today we took full advantage of it. This is the IKEA Ohashi Bridge, built in 1982, and it's best known for the striking red arch and the major role it played in connecting IKEA Island to mainland Okinawa. But what you don't see here is this bridge is actually the final stretch of a 4.75-kilometer mid-sea road, which is a route that cuts straight through the ocean, linking a chain of smaller islands before ending here in IKEA Island. Alongside the beautiful scenic views, the trash on the beaches here is often overlooked, so I just try to do what I can when I can. You never know what you might find, and today we found a massive cuttlefish bone. But let this be your sign to not let those rainy days get you down. There's so much to see and do here in Okinawa, Japan, whether you're indoors or out. So if you like this video, follow along for more adventures just like this one.
「そしてこの後、海での素敵な一日をご覧ください。
I'm doing 25 things before I turn 25 in order to break my lazy girl habits. Today, we went to the beach. It was so nice getting some sun before the typhoon hit Okinawa, and it made me realize that I need to be taking advantage of living on an island more often.
We're getting ice cream. Getting ice cream! Helado!
And to end our perfect beach day, we stopped in Yomitan to go to my favorite honey store, and I got the Chinsuka ice cream with honey and bee pollen. I'll be finishing the rest of the series throughout the month of June, so stay tuned for more.
Ich bin mit meiner Mama an einer der schönsten Strände in Japan gefahren. Also wie ihr sehen könnt, das Wasser war so klar und super blau. Also der Strand in Shimoda kann schon fast mithalten mit den Stränden in Okinawa. By the way, Okinawa gehört zu den schönsten Orten in Japan. Aber Shimoda war einfach fast genauso nice.
海外も驚く沖縄リゾートの極上の夕日と美食。
The US has Hawaii, and I guess Japan has Okinawa. As someone who is in their 20s and 50s at the same time, I want to explore everything but also do absolutely nothing, so I did the only logical thing and flew all the way to Okinawa to stay at this beach resort. Before I even saw the room, there was a welcome drink waiting for me, which I obviously treated as a bribe for a good mood. The room is spacious enough to fight with your partner and still have space to take a time out, with a balcony overlooking the pool and ocean for your why did he do what he did overthinking sessions. The kicker is they've got a private-ish beach area where you can just relax and enjoy life before having to deal with real life again. And maybe take a classic beach photo where your legs look like two sausages. But the real reason to be here is the sunset, perfect for romanticizing my otherwise stale life. Thankfully, the food here is not stale. The breakfast buffet has a mix of Japanese and Western options, which somehow feels very on brand for Okinawa. And in true Japanese fashion, there's even a self-making pancake.
日本では当たり前に見えることも